In the previous section, we have seen data preparation in query editor, where we have created two dimension table and one fact table. That we have seen how to create it means from the start, and there are various steps which we have performed. If you have not gone through that section means please watch those all videos. I have given that video links in the video description. You can go through it. In this section, like section 3, we are going to see data modeling in this data view and relationship view. So basically relationship view is the first thing we will check it out, and then we will see data view. Now let's see what we are going to cover in the section 3. Understanding relationship, that there are various relationship between tables, like how they are we can connect and what are their relationships. Cardinality we need to understand, that we will see. Then we will see M language versus DAX as well. DAX introduction with what is DAX, that is also we are going to see. We will see again calculated columns versus measures and categorizing data. So these are the things which we are going to see at the first place. Now let's try to see at the first place how we can use the relationship in the table. Now we have this visualizations which we can create here. In the visualization window, this is the report view where we can add one chart here for the moment. And take this column chart, and we will just try to add some value. So first of all, we wanted to have this population value, and then we will add year on the axis. So year wise, this is the data which we wanted to see. Now this data doesn't looks that good, means it's just giving some information with the year and population, but we may need to display the age category, means in which category this population is there. So let's try to add this age category in this legend field, and let's see, means now it can't display this visual because there is no relationship between this dim age table and population table. In the previous videos, we have seen that how we have created these three tables with their common unique ID, age ID. Then we do have age ID in the fact population table as well. So this is the way we should join them. To do this, go back to this model view, and we have these different tables like dim region table, fact population, and dim age table. What we are going to do is we are going to join this. So to join this, if we try to do this age ID to this population value, then also it is going to join, but when we see the visualizations, it is not going to see that correctly. Basically it is showing the category, but this is not the meaningful, because population field which is we are trying to do is not the actually see this population value, and age ID is not a correct way to join the two tables. So instead of that, what we are going to do is we are going to join this age ID with the age ID fact population table. Now let's click on here, just drag it and just place it on this. Now this is going to be joined like this, and if you just see these are the two fields which are going to be joined with each other. Now if you see the visualizations, now you can see this is somewhat it is looking good, where it is showing the category wise. You can see there are different categories, and it shows up here as well with the different colors as well. Now suppose we don't want to see, now let's see, means we wanted to see the data this in region wise, and we just wanted to remove this age category here, but we wanted to have a region name. So let's try to get this region name here. If you do this, then again it is not going to work. Now what we need to do is we need to add another join here. Basically we have country and country ID column, and we do have country ID column here as well. So just use this country ID column to join with this country ID column of fact population table. Now you can see that this both the tables are joined. Now if you go to the visualizations again, now you can see this chart is generated automatically with their region names. You can see this is the region name it is showing. So this is the way we can add these joins in the model view, data model view, and you can just right click on here, and if you go to the properties of this join, you can see uh, means we can go to this property, and we can see the join on which field it is joined and all those things with the cardinality and cross filter direction as well. There is another way, means we can do this. There is a manage relationship. If you wanted to add it here, and then we can just click on here. The existing ones we can edit it or delete it or auto detect it as well. Means suppose we are not sure which field we should be joining between the two tables. So in that case, we can use this auto detect. For now, let's say if are going to see new relationship, and then suppose I wanted to join this image table with the fact population table, then we can select this one, this column age id, and then this age id. And for now it is already exists, so it is not showing here, but there is a cardinality one section, many to one, one to one, one to many, many to many. So this is one thing which we are going to see now in detail. What is it exactly? Now, cardinality is one thing which is we wanted to see it. So there, as I said, there are four types of cardinality, like one to many, one to one, many to many, and many to one. So these are the different types of cardinality we need to specify while we join any tables. But what is exactly cardinality? So when it comes to cardinality, let's say try to understand one to many, where suppose this is a customers table and this is orders table, and it is having this customer ID column, you can say, and this customer id is a unique field, means it is not that duplicate field, or it will not be repeated values anywhere. So this is unique field. But this customer can have orders, multiple orders, like if you can see orders are there. So this order id is unique here, but that for it customer id is a duplicate. That means one customer can purchase one or two orders, or maybe more than one, or just one. But this is the way the data is stored, like in customers. For one customer, if you can see there, this is there are two orders, so that two order id has been created separately. Again, for this customer 4 number, we do have this again two orders. And however, for 3 and 2 customer id, just one order, for that is fine. But this is the one type of relationship, so each customer has unique id. However, each customer has multiple order, one or multiple orders. So this is the way. So that way, we need to specify this cardinality as one to many. Now let's try to see one-to-one cardinality, where one-to-one is one thing. Suppose this is the table, which is the main table, passport info. We have different passport details, like. But if we are just going to make different tables, like passport details and person details, are these are the two tables which we are going to make. Then passport details is having passport ID as a unique one, and personal literally is having again a passport ID is a unique, and it's their first name, second name, country, and here it is just a valid and issued. These are the two columns. Now when it comes to joining these two tables, you can see only one person can have one passport only. So that is the business data, we can say. And that's why it is showing like this, one person can have only one passport ID, like that. That's why each passport is unique, and each person is unique. So this is the one thing which we need to consider, that whenever this situation is like this, one to one, then we need to mention the cardinality as one to one. So this is the way we need to do is. And that's why there are these two types of cardinality, and the third type is many to many. So the similar situation, but there are two tables where having like it's opposite like this. Means many to many means both of this table can have many relationship with this table as well, and this table is also having many relationship with the other table. So that is many to many. And many to one is when we are doing opposite thing, like this is the many to orders is many to one relationship with the customers, and customer is one to many. So these are the four or five cardinalities which we need to understand, and that's what we need to mention in the relationship when we join this table. So this is the properties section where we basically mention all these details. So you can see cardinality is mentioned as many to one. If you are sure how the data is there, then we can mention that like this. So this is the cardinality which we need to understand while designing this data relationship. Now, in the next video, we will try to see cross filter direction and active properties. So this is two important things which we need to understand while we are designing the data model. I hope you have understood this. If you have any questions on this, please do let me know in the comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with the others as well. Thank you for watching.